No nation, however large or small, wealthy or poor, can escape the impact of climate change.
Trying to tell this story for 30 years, and the scientific debate is over. There's a complete consensus that global warming is real. We human beings are causing it. The results are very bad, headed toward catastrophic. We need to fix it, and it's not too late.
Rising sea levels threaten every coastline. More powerful storms and floods threaten every continent.
Basically, none of the crops will grow. Most of the people will have died, and the rest of us will be cannibals. Civilization will have broken down.
If running out of oil doesn't scare you, maybe an iceberg the size of Connecticut floating away from Antarctica and hitting the United States will get your attention.
A lot of differing data, but as far as I can gather, over the last 100 years, the temperature of this planet has gone up 1.8 degrees. Am I the only one who finds that amazingly stable?
This is fantastic. It's an electric car. It's got about a 200-mile range on this. How come we don't have more electric cars? And then somebody said to me, hey, stupid, the electricity that you're charging that car with is coming from a coal-fired plant. So you're really not accomplishing anything.
I can't recall anyone more important than this climate change issue. Because again, if it is not done right, and we lose the ability to utilize coal, when you start talking about some of the pieces of legislation that are out there as we analyze it, it could mean a loss of 88% of our energy production. Simply saying we have to stop using coal. Is that what we want to do as a country? I don't think so. What does that mean at $20 a ton? $497 million that we will have to collect from our membership. I think that's worth fighting for.
The climate change legislation would have a great impact on Basin Electric. The Lieberman-Warner bill was not very good for us, and so we just wanted to kind of put a stake in the ground and say, no, this legislation is unacceptable.
Lieberman-Warner was a very bad bill for Basin Electric's membership, and it was clear that the membership did not want us to support this bill, so we had to do something. After Lieberman-Warner failed, we knew that the climate change debate wasn't just going away. We knew we just couldn't sit back on our heels and do nothing. We had to start setting the stage for what was going to come next.
There is a lot to learn about the future of coal right here.
Show me the CO2, you know, I don't want to see anything else. Just show me where the CO2 is and let's start filming. That pipe at the Great Plains Infills plant where the CO2 enters the ground is probably the most photographed, the most shown pipe in the whole world, because everybody has taken pictures of that, there's video of that, there's still pictures. It's really a celebrity in its own right, just a piece of pipe.
Can be one of the pioneers in the United States in working towards a new energy future.
We stand out with our work at the Antelope Valley Station, and with Secretary Chu coming, announcing that we could negotiate a cooperative agreement for $100 million. They want this technology commercialized, and they want it to move forward.
There are some pieces of legislation out there right now, like Lieberman-Warner, like Kerry Boxer, that actually develop some of the tools for technology, but we actually need more of that focus. We need more focus on technology if we're going to get this right in the time frames that people are talking about.
A lot of the implementation will start in 2012, and that's only like 2 years away. I would say if one of these bills passed, we would need to start immediately.
We developed the website and the advertising for Find a Balanced Solution several different ways. We have a very informative but not threatening type of advertising that really basically says we can find a balanced solution, and to talk to your congressman about working with cooperatives to find a balanced solution, something that everyone can accept.
Call Congress and tell them we need to find a balanced solution. For more information, go to findabalancedsolution.com.
We have talked with a number of G&Ts about perhaps even a more edgy ad. We haven't produced it yet, but we have everything in place to be able to do that. Anytime someone clicks on Contact Congress, it automatically takes them to the Our Energy, Our Future website for the Contact Congress.
The nice thing about Find a Balanced Solution and Our Energy, Our Future is that they tie together so nicely. Well, Find a Balanced Solution helps us focus in the region. Our Energy, Our Future is the umbrella that all the cooperatives can work together through.
So our ability to work with those moderates, if you will, to say to the Congress and to the rest of the country, look, we're willing to do something, but we think it has to be fair, affordable, and achievable. And this working group is trying to build on those themes and see if we can't get something to Congress that will work for us as electric cooperatives.
We always said that we are in favor of reasonable climate change legislation because we've got EPA breathing down our neck with regulation, and we believe that climate change legislation would be much better than regulation.
So our region has got to stand up and fight because the East Coast and the West Coast are trying to take advantage of what we have.
Well, our consumers own us, and so if it's harmful to Basin Electric, it's harmful to them, and so they are the owners of Basin Electric, and we'll do everything we can to protect them.
What I do know is that the Basin Electric membership is committed since 1967 to focus on the environment, and that's what we're doing.
Since the beginning, Basin Electric has been committed to environmental stewardship.
If we as a country are truly serious about finding a solution that will allow us to continue to using a domestically highly available, natural resource, then let's put the money towards finding the solution.